Hello, friends. Welcome back to another crafting day adventure. This is Dion with the Blushing Mint. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for crafting along with me. I'm so happy to have you here today and every day. Let me just not say just today. Today and every day, I'm happy to have you join me. So today, I am going to make this little book page insert for a journal. This could also be a simple standalone journal. So many uses for this little book page piece of ephemera. So remember, I think what the other day we made these. We stenciled with our distress sprays and whatnot on some book pages. And so that is what this is created out of. And I'm going to show you how I did that today. I'm going to choose the blues today, the blue one. This is created from the green, the Shabby Shutters color. And so we are going to create this today out of blues. And so I've chosen my paper, or I've chosen my book page, and then I've gone and I found some of my favorite Tim Holtz papers. These are double-sided papers. And what I love about them is that they mix and match, and they also have so many beautiful collage elements within the page itself that I don't have to do a whole lot of decorating to make them be absolutely perfect for what I'm looking for. So like, look at this with this. I can hardly wait to do this project. And same thing, this has the blues in it with this. It's going to be awesome. So let me show you how I got started on this little journal here, this little insert, and then we'll decorate one up, and then I'll show you how I use them in my journals. So the first thing I do is, because this is an old book, I think this book is a 1944 or it's a 1940 something old book, and so I just want to make sure that I'm going to be sewing this into a journal, so I want to make sure that my my center is just stabilized, and so I just am using good old-fashioned 97-cent masking tape from Walmart here, and it blends seamlessly with the book page, but yet it adds enough strength to the fold here that I don't have to worry about it ripping out or falling out of my actual journal once it's sewn in and used. And so then I just apply that to both sides of the spine, and I just trim off my edges there. And I like to find my bone folder and just make sure everything is smoothed down real good. And then I find the center again, and I fold it up here. And again, I go back with my bone folder and give it a nice good press together. That way I make sure that everything is edged in there just perfect. So now what I want to do is this blue is a little bit bright, and I never really 100% know, because I'm not going to take the time to read the pages that I've got on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to add some gesso, and I'm going to lightly gesso over these pages with my little roller. With my little brayer, if I can find it on my desk here. See? And just so that I make sure that if there was something on any of these pages, you know, I'm hopefully not going to be so obvious. So I just am going to add a little bit of gesso here over these pages real quick. Nothing major, just super simple, quick. Throw it on there. Mash it around a little bit. Get it all over good. And I'm going to do this to all of my pages. I'm sure there's supposed to be like a science or something to this, but yeah, I failed science until I was a senior, and then, you know, I found younger kids that could teach me what science was about because I really didn't care. So anyway, not that you needed to know that, but you know. So anywho, I'm not big on science, so I don't do rocket science in my projects either. But I just want to make sure that I've got all of these pages fairly gessoed so that nothing shows through. Plus, it just gives it a little extra stability to each of these books, because these pages can sometimes be a bit thin, and so it just adds a little extra oomph and body into these pages as well. So I'm going to do that. You can see I'm making a big, huge mess here on my mat. That's fine. I don't care. Little water in a napkin, and you'd hardly ever know I was here. Right. Oh, no, I'm a mess. I'm like Linus. I'm a mess. All right. So then what I want to do is I want to create some pockets. So like this one, I created a side pocket, a main pocket, or a slatted pocket, another side pocket, and then I created a belly band. So I think I'm going to do the reverse on this. Ooh, I hate the feel of gesso on my hands. Hate it. Ugh. It's so chalky, yucky, yucky. So I think on the front cover this time, I'm going to do my belly band, and I feel like I'm going to use this for my belly band. This is the problem when you have beautiful Tim Holtz papers. They're all so beautiful, and then it's like, oh, but I don't want to use them, but yet I need to use them. So my belly band, I'm going to make 2 inches wide. So I'm just going to cut a 2-inch strip off of that, and of course I'm saving all the goodness. Save all the goodness. Now, I could actually cut these pages down to 8 inches, and I actually may do that on this one. I actually may just go ahead and cut this book page down to the 8-inch mark, just to make it a little bit easier, because I know that my elements of my Tim Holtz paper are all 8 inches. So I'm just going to pray that I can do it without mangling my page much. Oh, not much, but you know, some. It's all right. That's the problem with old book pages too, is that they are just, they can be so fragile, just fragile elements. But I don't hate it. Maybe I'll do a hair across the top just to, you know, we'll see. I could totally be screwing this up, you guys. You know me. Messy Marvin. That was the name. Messy Marvin. I don't even remember where that came from, but that's me. That's me, man. Hot Mess Express. So now I may end up having to cut down my Tim Holtz papers, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. I really truly think that more than anything, it's my blade in my cutter has got to get changed. And I have a new one. I just haven't taken the time to cut it. But I do kind of like this little rough edge. I like it a lot. So I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't hate that, you know, that issue. Okay. So for my belly band, on the front, I'm going to do my belly band here. And the first thing I want to do is I want to ink all of my edges, just because I love the look with these Tim Holtz papers, to have that edge really pronounced and give them, because these Tim Holtz papers tend to lead to a bit of grunge anyway. So I just feel like bringing that edge up a little bit really just enunciates that grunge and age from within the page itself. So I am okay with that. And then just to give this yet another, well, I'm going to put this on first because now that I've cut it down, I'm going to have to adjust my paper. I'm going to have to cut my tag down just a hair here to make it fit, but that's okay. See if I did that fairly straight. Okay, so ink that up, and then I'm going to add, like I did on this belly band, I'm going to add a bit of lace to this, just because I love the look of it, and it's just another element of texture. Look at that. So pretty. And so for that, I'm going to be using my Fabri-Tac, just because it is the best for our lace and fabrics, for sure. So I'm going to put some Fabri-Tac on there. Okay. So I hope you guys are all doing good. Are you busy crafting? I don't know what day this is going to get seen on. I have lost count in my busyness of trying to get some videos made up ahead because I'm going to be gone. I have kind of lost count of what day and what date these might go up on my YouTube channel, so I really apologize, but I hope you guys are not working too hard and that you are finding some craft time, because craft time is fun time. All right, so then I'm just going to lay a bead of glue down here across the top and the bottom here. And we're going to put our belly band right onto our page. Center of the page, or the best you can get to the center of the page. I'm not very good at that because I think I've told y'all before, I have the crookedest eye. So anyway, and then we'll come back in a bit, and once we get all of our pockets and everything, all of our things in here, we'll come back and then we'll decorate this all up a little bit. We'll give it a little extra, a little extra something. All right, so inside on this one, I did a side pocket and a little, I did a full page side pocket, and then I did a small corner side pocket. And so let's see what I want to do here. Oh, this paper is just so beautiful. I just love it. But I like this too. And I could do my side pocket here. So if I did 2 inches, so I'm going to take this swatch of paper that I have left, which should be 6 inches. So it's 6 by 8, and I'm actually going to cut it in half at 3, and then I have 2 3 by 8 pieces that I can work with. And here is what I'm thinking. I am thinking I may do one this way and one this way, and then we have 2 side load pockets in the center of our book. So yes, I love that. They coordinate, they work well, I like it. Okay, so, and then I want to make my notches in those with my paper punch. Similarly into about the center, so I'm just going to guess somewhere in here and pray that I did that right. Yes. Okay, and so then I'm also going to take a smidgen off of these because I know now that I cut my book page down, they are too tall. And so I'm just going to take a smidge off each end. That way I'm pretty much keeping my notch in the center. Okay, now let's come back to this. And I want to stay a bit away from the center fold of my book just because I do not want that bulk in the I do not want the bulk in the center where I'm going to be sewing through. So I'm coming out just a bit before I glue these in. First, of course, I'm going to ink this up real quick. So anyway, yeah, I just thought this was a fun little project that from those stencil sprayed book pages. And then these make great center of the signature items. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here as soon as I get this one decorated up and I show it to you. Okay, next. Oh, it's a pretty day here to, oh, look what I just did. Damn it. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Dang it, guys. Sorry. I totally messed that up, but that's okay. It's going to be fine. I'll just grunge it up a little bit more. Did you see? I got a little carried away with some excess water on the bottom of my thing, but it's going to be all right. I can make it work. I can make it work. I'll just grunge it a little bit more in places. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, I tell ya. I'll only hate myself for a minute. Only hate myself for a minute. So I'm going to do the same thing then. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to just hit these corners a little bit more just so it blends in with that one there. That's what happens when I get in a hurry and my ink pad needs some extra juice. I spray it with water, and then I sprayed it a little too quick. All right, but look at that. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so we're going to glue these down, and again, we only want to do 3 sides because this is going to be open on our one edge. Okay, my glue was having a moment there. All right. Ooh, these are going to be so pretty. I like fun, simple little projects. They're my favorite. Okay. Want to make sure that's about equal distance away from my edge. And I'm just going to make sure that this is secured on all of its sides and the bottom. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay. It's hard because I love this writing paper, old-fashioned writing paper. On the back are elementary days and the little report card. Times of days gone past. Do kids even get to do practice writing on little paper like that anymore? Geez, I don't know. I loved penmanship. Penmanship was my favorite. I could pass penmanship. I mean, science maybe not, but penmanship, I got this. Okay, so there we have 2 pockets there. We've got our belly band in the front. Now on the back, what paper do we have left here that we can work with? We've used that whole one sheet. So this is kind of a coordinating style, and I don't dislike that for a large side pocket. And so maybe what I'll do is I'm going to cut it down at 4. It's going to make it there, and then I'm going to cut it down at 5 because I know that is about the size of my book. And then I'm going to do our, let's see, our side tuck. And I'm going to bring it from this side, I do believe. So, and I don't have a precise measurement when I do this. I just kind of do it. Okay. So then this will be our little side pocket. I like it. Ink that up real quick. These are quick and easy little makes. And what's great about them is just having them already sprayed with that distress oxide spray and having them stenciled up. It's easy to just grab them, and then you can decorate them for the journal that you're making, or if you're want to use them as like a cover for another small journal. They're just handy and ready to go. So I love that. All right, so we're going to just go ahead and we're going to glue the bottom and the side here. And again, we want to keep that away from the actual fold because we don't want the bulk in the seam edge of our journal where we're going to be sewing. Like that. Now, so there are our 4 pocket tucks for our journal. Now we want to add a few little embellishments, and I come right back to my little box of goodies here. Ooh, I love that bird. I come right back to my little box of, or my little jar of goodness, because it has all these fun little embellishments that work perfect on projects like this. So I'm just going to dump a few of these elements out. I know you're probably thinking, you're making a mess. I know. But like I said, call me Linus or Messy Marvin, whatever. It's me. I know it. I'm always a mess. So because I'm going to be putting this one on the lace in particular, I want to make sure that I'm using my Fabri-Tac again, just because it is what's going to really adhere to the lace or fabric materials. So but I do love that bird. I do, and it looks so pretty with those colors. So I'm going to do that. Then inside here, we don't really need a lot of embellishment because these are already just so pretty. But sometimes a little extra something is nice. And so let's, do like that there. Okay, I do like these two together, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just ink these up real quick. Just takes that little white edge off and again gives it that little bit of aging that these Tim Holtz papers are just drawing you to, that aged effect. Okay. So tell me what you think of this project. What all could we use it for? I can think of so many ways to use this little one. And then, do I have a butterfly that might work in here? Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Auditioned it, didn't like it. I know you're probably thinking, Dion, for heaven's sakes, turn all them things over. But my little jar isn't good at keeping things turned over for me, that's for sure. It likes to just mismatch them and send them out however it really feels it makes its day. Ooh, there's one. Okay, I like it. I like it. Not thinking much, just putting some stuff out here onto the paper. It's all going to work out in the end. Like I said, it's not like this requires a lot of decoration, but just a little extra never hurt anyone. Okay, this one over here. auditioning a few little items here, guys, is what I'm doing. Look at that butterfly. He is pretty. I do like it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that is all we're going to put on this one is this cute little label and a little butterfly for now. This butterfly is so pretty. I love the colors. Okay, and then on the back here, let's see, we have a little blue label here. And we need like some let's see. I feel like I need a flower. I feel like I need some form of flower here. I like this little blue stamp. All right. Stop for a second. Let me see if I've got a blue flower in here that I like. I'm looking in my big old bag of flowers, and I have flowers. They're all just big. But I don't hate this. Hold on, I have to get my stamp out of the way. My dog is barking. I don't actually hate that. I'm actually going to do that. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it. Maybe you're thinking, ooh, I don't like it. But right now, I think it's okay. And let's face it, it perfectly fits. It perfectly fits the page. I like it. Sometimes it's the little things when my brain just doesn't want to be, just doesn't know what it wants. This perfectly fits on the bottom of my page. And to me, that is a win-win. Like so. I like it, though. It's pretty. It's just a little something. It's not like over the top or anything like that. It's just a little something at the bottom there. Oh, my phone's ringing. It's my daughter. I'll call her right back. She always calls me in the middle of videoing. She like knows exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so then now that I've got my little embellishments out of the way here, I'm going to just set those aside. What I would do is I need to make my tags and tucks to go inside of my pockets. So this one here, I'm going to leave just as a small journaling card, and I'm going to get my paper punch. I know you're like, how can you find anything on your desk? Trust me, some days are hard. And I'm going to get my ink. ink this up real quick. We're going to leave this one just as a simple journaling card here. You could back these onto other cardstock or I mean onto like coffee dyed paper or whatever. But for right now, just to show you, I'm just going to leave these. I'm just going to leave these as they are without any backing. Then I still have this one here. Oh, and I just love it. It's so pretty. Where do I want it? Where do I want it? I'm going to cut it down to 7 inches because then I know that should fit into any of my elements. Like, okay, maybe not that one. Oh, I love that in there. I love that there. So I'm going to give this a tag shape. And to do that, I just have a tag here that I borrow its edge shape from. And ink it up. And again, when I'm actually incorporating this into a journal that they're going to go into, then I will add my fibers, add any holes or additional embellishments into these at that time. But right now, these are basically just going to be like a mass make that is just ready for me to have available to grab. It's like a grab and go basically. And then I can do any final touches when I'm ready to incorporate. And then I grabbed 2 other pieces here that I liked the patterns on the backs of that I thought could work in here as well. I love this one. I actually might do this here. What is that, like a 3? Yes, like a 3. Let's go 3.5. 3.5. And I want to keep the bottom, so I'm going to go 3.5 by 6.5. Okay. And that's going to go in here, and I'm going to make this a journaling card. And so I round my corners. Ink it up. Ink, ink, ink. Obviously, my sponge is starting to fall apart here. Now, this way or this way. I like it like that. So there is a journaling card there. We need something there and then another something here. So I have this green little letter here. Could go I feel like I want a little blue here. Let's do this, and let's go this at 4. And then a little under 7. And we're going to make this one a tag shape. Very precise tag shaping. Very precise. All right. I like this little project. I think this one is cute. And I got lots and lots and lots of book pages, so I can make a bunch of these. Look how pretty. I'm going to ink the back too, just because I do like that back. Next to these blues, this little blue-gray hint here. And then because I have that blue-gray, I would also want like a little piece of something that has some additional interest to it in there. I happen to have a journal card that has similar ticking to it, just go in the other direction, and it has like pattern paper or something on it. I'm not quite sure, but just for time's sake, I'll tuck that in there as well. Then I've got a tag in there. I got a tag here, but we need a little something else. So I could just add this here, but I think you get my drift here on what I've got going on. And so for now, I'm just going to leave that pocket as it is, and then I'm going to show you how I would use these in my journal. So if this is a journal that I was working on instead of one that's done, but if I were to turn to the center of my signature, in the center of these signatures, I've got these beautiful Edith Holden pages. But what I would do is this would actually become the center of my journal, and I would sew it right into this, right in with my signature. And then as you flipped to the center, you'd have this beautiful belly band, you'd have the 2 pockets, and then you'd have your ties coming in here. You've got pockets there, and then you've got that pocket there. Now, you could also add additional coffee dyed papers in this. So let's just say, you know, this was a full sheet of coffee dyed paper. I could actually create a journal within this little pamphlet, so to speak, here, and I could sew my signatures right, or I could sew my journal pages right into this here, and this would then become the cover of a journal or a folio itself. And so, I mean, just so many great uses for these cute little pamphlets. Actually, they're just book page pamphlets. And then you can decorate them up and use them however. So here is the first one that I made, my little prototype for you. And then it's got a couple little tags inside of it in the front. And then inside, we've got a tag. And then I just took one of those mop-up pieces of paper that we had used, and I just folded it in thirds, rounded my corner, and that becomes another little journaling spot. I've got another journaling card here inside that pocket, and in the back we've got our big beautiful belly band with yet another journaling card. So here we've got our belly band and a journaling card. We've got our pocket with a couple with a tag and some journaling card, and then another pocket with a big beautiful tag, And on the back, we've got our side pocket with a journaling card, and then we could add additional ephemera and whatnot to that. So there are our cute little book page pamphlets for the center of our journals. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I did. I thought this was a super fun one to create with you guys, and I'm glad to have you along. I can't wait to see your comments. And as always, thank you for being subscribers. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing with others who may enjoy the content of my channel. I certainly appreciate it and hope that they also subscribe. And until the next time that we get together to craft and chat, I hope you are all well, that you stay well, and that you are enjoying what life has to offer you. So thanks so much, guys. Thank you for crafting with me. I'll chat with you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.